Have you noticed that over the last month, you've made more decisions, but felt far less in control? It's not that you're less intelligent, and it's not that you're less aware. In the previous episode, we talked about a war, not an open war, but a war over control, over attention, and over who holds the steering wheel in an AI-driven world. But there's one layer we didn't open back then, because it doesn't look dangerous. It doesn't feel like a threat, and it doesn't even demand a fight. While everyone is looking at AI replacing jobs and writing texts, something small, almost invisible, is happening under the radar. Not big decisions, not fateful moments, but the tiny choices, the everyday ones, the ones we never thought we needed to protect. And there, without noise, something deep begins to change. There's a feeling many people carry today, and it's hard to name. Not confusion, not fear, more like a quiet slide. The day moves forward, but the flow feels too familiar. You opened something just for a second. You stayed a bit longer, and from there, it simply continued on its own. You weren't given an order, and you didn't feel forced. The small decisions, when to check, what to linger on, and when to stop, have become almost automatic. Not because you lost responsibility, and not because you stopped thinking, but because your environment is learning you, and sometimes stepping one move ahead of you. And if you're here, inside this series, you already understand. This isn't one moment. It's not a sharp change. It's an ongoing process, and we're already inside it. If this description feels accurate to you, it's worth staying. This is a journey built gradually. A lot of people see AI creations online today and think to themselves, "Looks amazing, but it's not for me. I don't have the talent for this. It must be complicated." But the truth? Most of what you're about to see didn't start with talent. It started with curiosity. One sentence, one experiment, and then another. The visuals you're seeing right now were created from prompts people shared online. No secrets, no genius tricks. Someone wrote an idea, someone else changed a word, added a line, and tried again. That's how this works. Most people creating beautiful things with AI had no idea what they were doing at first. Not the first time, not the second. They simply dared to press generate and see what would happen. And this is the most important thing to understand. AI isn't looking for talent, it's looking for curiosity. If something is holding you back, it's not a lack of knowledge, it's the fear of trying. But here, there's nothing to lose. No grades, no judgment, just a small experiment that might surprise you. Creative prompts are everywhere today. On YouTube, in communities, shared by people documenting their journey. You don't need to invent everything from scratch. You can take an idea, change a word, and see where it leads. Every visual you saw here could have turned out completely different with one small change. And that's the magic. If this video made you want to try, that's already a win. Not perfect, not smart, just curious. In the link in the description, you'll find the prompts behind these visuals, plus more free materials to help you take the first step, without noise, without pressure. And if you feel like continuing this journey with us, we're here, a small, faceless channel, learning and moving forward together.
Just click the link, enter your email, and the system will send everything to you automatically. No pressure, no commitment, no noise. Let's keep going.
This episode isn't meant to scare you, and it's not meant to blame technology. Its purpose is simpler, to clarify something, to understand how precisely the smallest decisions, the ones we never assigned any power to, become a key point of control. This isn't an episode that answers what to do, it's an episode that helps you understand what's happening. Because once this picture becomes clear, the next episodes will land very differently. Small decisions always seemed unimportant. And that's why they were always free. No one fought over them. Not laws, not awareness, and not attention. But in the previous episode, we spoke about one clear principle. Modern control isn't imposed by force, it flows through attention. And here's the critical connection. The moment a smart system learns to predict how you'll choose in a small decision, it doesn't need to replace you. It only needs to suggest the path that feels most reasonable to you. And it works precisely because it's convenient, precisely because there's no friction, and precisely because you agree. But small decisions aren't actually small. They accumulate into habit. Habit accumulates into direction, and direction into identity. When enough of them are automated, control doesn't disappear. It simply changes hands, quietly. Take a simple, everyday example. You opened Instagram for a second to check one message. The system identified that you were tired, and it suggested a short video, and then another. You didn't decide to stay, you just continued. 20 minutes passed. You didn't feel like control was taken from you, but you also didn't really choose. Or the evening. Mild exhaustion. You're looking for something easy. Not what to watch, but what won't require a decision. Another tiny choice joining another and another. And so, without a dramatic moment, a path is formed. And then, when a truly big decision arrives, it's no longer born in a vacuum. It's the result of a sequence. And in the next episode of the series, we'll go one step deeper. What happens when not only the choices themselves, but the desires themselves begin to form inside that path? The principle here isn't action, and it isn't resistance. It's recognition. Understanding where the choice actually takes place. The moment it becomes clear that control isn't taken by force, but handed over through convenience, the entire map changes. Not to fix anything now, and not to change habits, just to see. Because later in the series, this understanding will become foundational. Anyone who doesn't recognize the moment when a small choice disappears will struggle to recognize the moment when an entire direction has already been set.
And before we dive into one of the most important peak moments in this episode, pause for a second and ask yourself, how does all of this information feel to you? Because if something here touches the pressure you carry, the noise that builds up every day, or the sense of overwhelm created by this accelerating world, there's one thing you should know. You're not meant to handle this alone. In the description, you'll find a gift we created specifically for moments like this. The Faceless Creator Toolkit, completely free. And it's not just another folder of links. It's the system we use ourselves to create calmly, clearly, intelligently, even while the race around us never stops.
If you've been thinking about starting something with AI, maybe a YouTube channel, a business, or just working smarter, you're not alone. At SmartAIDIGI, we create in-depth videos that make AI simple to understand and practical to use. Each episode explores real examples, smart workflows, and creative ways to apply AI in your daily work with no hype, just clarity and real value. And to help you get started, we've created a free AI starter kit with 224 prompts, 100 essential tools, and our complete master prompt guide. It's the easiest way to start your AI journey today. Grab your free resources at smartaidigi.com and subscribe to our channel. Join the creators who are learning to build smarter with AI. Just click the link, enter your email, and the system will send everything to you automatically. No pressure, no commitment, no noise. Let's keep going.
There's a moment in a journey like this when something settles. Not on the screen, not in the technology, but inside. An understanding that what we called routine is actually a sequence of quiet decisions we didn't always feel as they happened. And another understanding, deeper still, Control doesn't disappear in one day, and it doesn't return in one day. It's a process, like this series. Insight builds on insight, episode on episode. In the next episode, we'll touch an uncomfortable question. What happens when not only the decisions disappear, but your desires themselves begin to form inside the system? When you want something, but you're not sure whether it's truly your desire or simply a suggestion that arrived at the right moment. If this episode opened a new angle for you, it's worth continuing. You can subscribe to the channel and stay for the journey, because here, no episode stands alone. One insight builds on the next. Every episode expands the same story.
Want more game-changing AI tools like this? Hit follow, tag a friend, and drop the word tools in the comments. I'll send you the full list straight to your DMs. Keep pressing pause to grow smarter. See you in the next one.